back to my channel. Today I'll be testing out to see if kids soap making kits actually work. Now I'm doing something a little different because I'll be making cakes out of soap, which I am so excited about doing. So yeah, let's get baking. Okay, so let's see what's in the box, which is actually one of my favourite things to do. I love unboxing things. Okay, so we have instructions. We also have the pigment soap, and we also got some glycerin soap. We have some setting trays. Oh wow, that's quite a big soap. We have 2 beakers. We also have the piping bag and the piping nozzles. We also have, let's have a look. There we go, we've got some lollipop sticks. A fork? A fork? What would I need a fork for? I don't know, but maybe it's to beat something up. That sounded wrong. Wow, some glitter. And also we have 2 sets of dye. Okay, grabbing your beaker, you need to pop in 2 chunks of the glycerin soap and 1 of the coloured soap. Now you need to pop this into the microwave on the highest temperature for 10 seconds. So be very careful when you do this. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop mine in the microwave now. There we go, so that is the soap all melted. Now mine did take about 15 seconds to melt, and when you take it out, be super duper careful because this bit is really, really hot. So next what you wanna do is grab your tray. So I'm gonna use this one and this one here to make a cupcake. But firstly, I need to make my mixture into a sponge colour. So I'm gonna drop 1 or 2 drops of the colouring. There you go, 1, 2. I put 2 in and I'm gonna mix it. Oh wow, so it's quite colourful. And that is your base. So I'm just gonna take this out. And then be really, really careful when you do this and make sure that it's really clean. There we go, and pop in. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. So there you go. What you want to do now is pop it into the freezer. Now you only need to pop it into the freezer until it's cold, not frozen. So I'm just going to pop this in there now and we're going to go on to the frosting. Okay, for this next bit you'll need a few additional items. So you'll need a little mixing bowl, some scissors, a pen, a tall glass and some water. Now grabbing the water first, what you'll need to do is fill up the beaker with 20 millilitres of water. Just like that. There we go. And then pop in 3 clear soaps. Ooh, there you go. Now what you want to do is pop this into the microwave for 20 seconds, but be really, really careful because it can spit and yeah, it could be really, really hot too. Now once your mixture is all melted, be very careful because it's extremely hot. What you want to do next is grab the fork and start beating it like you were making a cake. And keep going for like 4 minutes because it's going to take a little while. So yeah, make sure you're comfortable. If you have a brother or sister, definitely take it in turns because it really hurts your arm. This is so taking longer than 4 minutes. The instructions lied. Oh my gosh, I was just about to give up and start again because I thought I did it wrong. But look, all of a sudden, it is whipped up. Wow, look at that. Okay, so the next bit I would say was the most difficult because we have to put the piping bag together and then pipe our cake. So, grabbing the bag, so there's a couple of piping bags in here, so just take 1. And you've also got some nozzly bits in there, which I've just thrown out everywhere. Okay, so grabbing a piping bag, what you want to do is grab the biggest nozzle in the bag. So this one, and then what you want to do is just feed it through the bag. And as you can see, it kind of stops at a point. Now what you want to do is draw around the tip because we're going to have to cut this off. There we go. And then taking the nozzle out, There we go. What you want to do is cut a clean line just where you've marked it. There we go. So putting back the nozzle into the bag. There we go. So once that's in, what you want to do next is select your tip bit. So we've got more of a jagged bit and you've got more of a star. So I'm going to go for more of the star. Then what you want to do is grab this bit, which is in the bag, and then pop this nozzle through and then screw onto the piping bag. And voila! You have a piping bag. I thought that was going to be much harder, but it was super, super easy. Now grabbing your tall glass, pop in the piping bag just like that. Now what you want to do is just pop some mixture into the bag. There we go. So now I'm just going to grab my cupcakes out of the freezer, so BRB. So there we go guys, we have our cupcake bases. Now what you want to do is take them out of the molds. Now be really careful when you do this. There we go. And voila! They smell of nothing, but they look like cupcakes. Amazing! Okay, so here we go. I'm going to have a go at doing the first one. There we go! Oh wow! It is just like icing a cake. There we go, that's the first one. I don't think it looks that bad actually. Okay, so this next bit, I'm going to see if I can dye the frosting. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a go. Okay, so I'm going to pop 1 drop of red dye into the frosting and then mix it together. So there you go, just 1, actually I'm going to go for 2 drops and mix it. Okay, so I'm going to pop this back into the bag. Hopefully this works. Okay, so we go. Oh, it's coming out white first, okay. Hey, a bit of red. Do you know what? I am so shocked that this has actually worked. Just look how amazing they look. The frosting has set already and yep, it passes the test there. It's not going anywhere. So just to finish off with, I'm going to sprinkle some glitter on there because everyone loves a bit of glitter, don't they? And there we have it. We have 2 glittery cupcakes. Good enough to eat. There we go guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button because I'm going to be doing so many more things out of this set. So I'm going to be making jelly, I'm going to be making macaroons and cake. More cake, you know, the sandwich cake. It's going to be so good, so make sure you do subscribe because you're going to miss out if you don't. Be sure to follow me on all my social media sites. All the links to those are down below. But as always guys, please make sure that you link, like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time for another video. Goodbye. Okay, first up is the Kinder Egg. Now I was absolutely obsessed with these as a kid. I used to get them as a treat. I just think the chocolate is like the best tasting chocolate in this world. So I'm going to test it for you on camera. Yeah, still amazing. What I used to love about these two, sorry, I really shouldn't eat with my mouth full. I used to really like getting these toys, but I used to be so bad at putting them together. I was really useless at reading instructions. But I'm gonna try and open it. There we go, you squeeze it. Ooh, oh wow. Okay, so I've got a little Olaf here and it's built already. I'm glad they've improved that. But yeah, the chocolate is still to die for. Next is the Dib Dab. Now I used to get one of these with a licorice stick in it. Did any of you have those? But I much prefer the Dib Dab with a lolly. So I didn't really like these as a kid. I don't really know why. Okay, here we go. Oh, look how much sugar's on that. Almost choked on it. For me, this never did anything for me. It just tastes tasteless. All I I can remember is that my brother used to be obsessed with them and I used to watch him eat them and I just thought they were disgusting. But they're super, super cheap and I know a lot of kids like them. So yeah, that is the Dib Dab.